Hello everyone, I'm sorry for rambling so much in my first video. I probably could have gone on for longer about the negative consequences that have come from dealing with and living with my mental illnesses over the years, but I needed to wrap it up, so I'm sorry. This is going to be the second part, which is going to cover the positive consequences that have come from my mental illnesses. I don't want people to think that if you're living with a mental illness, there are only negatives that come from it. Because if you think that way, then it's that much harder to find the motivation to get better, to keep trying and to move forward and allow it to make you a better person. I have become who I am based on my past, and although I do not always like it, and there are times when I wish that I could change what has happened, I wouldn't actually do so if I could, because if I changed what happened, sorry, trying to fix something that's bothering me. If I tried to change what had happened in the past and part of who I am, my mental illnesses, then I would be also changing the situations that I was in and the ways that I responded, my reactions to those situations. And if I were to do that, then I would be changing so many other aspects of my life. It's like the butterfly effect. You change one thing, you change everything else. You can't just change one thing, because everything is interconnected with everything else. Everyone is interconnected with everyone else. And I feel like without my mental illnesses and the experiences that I've had because of them, I would not be as kind, understanding, compassionate, caring, supportive, insightful, strong, triumphant, and just who I am. So there are times when I'm just like, why me? Why did I have to grow up with mental illnesses? Why did I have to be the different one? Why did I have to be the one who's suffering and the one who's picked on and made fun of and put down and misunderstood? But at the end of the day, if I hadn't gone through those experiences, I would be someone else. So I do want to, however, get better and move forward from this and not allow my mental illnesses to keep holding me back from my life. But if I were somehow given the chance to start over and change things, there's a part of me that probably would be like, okay, I want to do that, but at the same time, I would be someone completely different. I might not even recognize myself in terms of my values, my actions, and all of that. So I wouldn't change it. Sorry. I've been up for about 14 hours now, after getting about 3 hours of sleep, and the time changed because daylight savings ended. I think it ended, yeah. So we sprung forward an hour, and I lost an hour, and then yeah, sorry. I digress. Because of my mental illnesses, I have realized just how strong I am and how much I can deal with, how much I am capable of handling. And without them, I probably would not know. At least not to the extent. Because, like, let's take self-injury. If I were to somehow be able to go back in time and tell myself before I stopped and fully embraced recovery and really, or fully embraced it for myself and not for other people, that I would be able to go over 4 years without cutting and over 3 years without self-injuring at all, I probably would not, even though it was myself going back in time to tell me this, I probably would not believe it because I did not feel like it was possible. But I have proven to myself and to other people that it is possible. And I'm not trying to be egotistical or egomaniacal, but I want to, at least want to, feel like I am able to be a good role model and a good influence on others because I understand what they're going through. I might not know exactly what they have gone through because every story is at least slightly different, but I can understand and I can relate to them and I can help them out, even if it's just letting them know that they're not alone and that someone else cares and wants them to be alive, wants them to thrive and survive, and has faith in them. That makes me feel so much better about myself, especially if I'm struggling and I'm feeling like crap. If I can go and help someone else, it helps me. The intention is not necessarily to make myself feel better, but that is a byproduct of helping out other people. And going through all the stuff that I've gone through has actually helped me to realize that I want to do that for a living. I am actually currently a junior in college trying to get my bachelor's in psychology, and then I have to go to grad school. But I'm not looking forward to getting more debt, but I am looking forward to being able to become a therapist and help out other people for a living and make a difference in this world, because we're all in this together, and I feel like we need to stick together. We need to help each other out. I don't just mean people who are dealing with mental illnesses. I mean people. We are in this together, so why not help each other out? Why make things more difficult for others and make fun of them, belittle them, put them down, or just ignore them and make them feel like they're worthless, they're invisible, they don't exist? The world would be better off without them. Why not just reach out a helping hand, and help other people? Because I can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember what the exact quote is, but happiness is like a perfume. You cannot spray it on others without getting some on yourself. So why not spread the happiness? Why not spread positivity and good characteristics? Why spread negativity, hate, all prejudice, stereotypes, stigma? Why spread those things? Why not spread love? It makes way more sense, at least to me personally, to take what I've learned and what I've gone through and make a difference in this world for the better instead of for the worse. Or just being like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna die, and when I'm gone, everyone else isn't gonna matter anymore, so why bother? Why trying to make a difference? Why try to make things better for everyone else? Because, you know, they're all out for themselves, and that's all it is. So why not be out for myself and just look out for number one, because everyone else is doing that? That's a cynical view of the world to take. So I instead choose to be like, okay, well, I'm alive. I've made it through this. Why not give back and pay it forward? That makes way more sense to me. All of the stuff that I've gone through has led to a whole heck of a lot of drama and trauma and stress and grief and aggravation and all of that. But it has also led me to meet a whole heck of a lot of really, truly amazing people, some of whom I am still actually in touch with to this day, and in real life and online. And being able to know that there are people out there who care about me and who support me and who understand and who I can go to and who trust me enough with their problems to come and talk to me when they need to. It makes me feel so much better. It makes me feel so much more connected and like I have more of a purpose in this life instead of just aimlessly drifting through it. And that really does help. This is going to be a long video too, sorry. It has led me to some problems with relationships, but like I was saying, it has led me to some amazing people, and it has strengthened some of the relationships that I have. I feel like I'm closer to my mom now than I was when I was a preteen or a teenager, and I don't think it's all because of the fact that I was a preteen or a teenager and she was my mom. I think just all that we've been through has made us realize what's important, and that's, among other things, family. So, yeah. And the fact that I I almost died in 2007 because I was cutting so deeply and so much that I became severely anemic. It made me realize that I didn't want to die, that I wanted to try to get better, and it motivated me to feel ready to at least try to get better and to work on it. And that also made me helped to make me realize that I do want to make a difference in the world, and that to do that I need to take care of myself. I need to be a little selfish, for lack of a better word, and take care of myself first, because if I don't take care of myself, then I'm going to be pretty much running on empty, and I'm not going to be able to take care of other people. And it's helped me to realize that even though things can seem so bleak, especially if you're in the depths of depression, despair, that things can and do get better, and that recovery is possible. And I am living proof that things can get better. It's not always easy, it's not always simple, but it is possible. It takes a whole heck of a lot of hard work, determination, motivation, the desire to change, persistence, stubbornness, if you want to say, and all of that, but it is a possibility. It can happen. And the fact that I am living proof, I am still here, I am still trying, I've come so far, even though I have a while to go on my journey. I have proven myself wrong. I have shown that I can do this, and that it is worth it. Because sometimes, even though sometimes it does not feel like it's worth it, and I just want to throw in the towel and be like, screw it, you know what, it's too much, I don't want to do it. When I step back and think about it and take a breath, I realize that without this, without the desire to get better, that everything that I've gone through that's made me realize I want to help other people is for naught. Because if I'm not in a good place, at least, I mean, I'm not saying 24/7, but if I'm not in a better place, then how am I supposed to help other people get to be in a better place? Especially when they're like looking at me and they're like, well, you're kind of crappy, doing crappily, and you seem to usually always be doing crappily, so why should I take your advice? And then they don't take my advice because they think that I don't know what I'm talking about, or they don't trust me because I'm not doing well. And then my effectiveness becomes decreased. I don't know, I feel like I'm totally rambling on. I will, however, end this on the note that recovery is possible, no matter what. You might not think it is, but it is. So, yeah. Oh yeah, my shirt. I got it. This is not about the video, but whatever. This is Eastern Michigan, which is the university that I go to, and I actually got it during the first day of my freshman orientation. My grandma actually bought it for me because my mom, my sister, and my grandma came for orientation. And so yeah, I've had this shirt for the past several years. It's actually, it at one point was kind of tight, but now it's baggy, which makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Not because I'm trying to be like super duper focused on my weight, my image, even though there's a part of me that is, but just because one of the medications I was on for a while made me gain a whole heck of a lot of weight, and the fact that I was able to lose it has helped improve my self-esteem at least a little bit. Sorry, that was kind of random. Alright, stay strong and take care, everyone.